Hi, my name is Jimmy Johnson, but most people call me JJ. On the outside, I may appear as your average teen, but I'm not. I was raised in California by my parents Judy and James. I'm a video game fanatic and I enjoy kicking it with my friends Ronnie and Jacob. Oh, and did I mention that I was born profoundly deaf and I happen to be the starting quarterback for UCLA? Now, you may be thinking, how is a profoundly deaf individual able to succeed in sports, a culture that is typically dominated by hearing individuals? Well, the answer is quite simple, actually, in that deaf individuals are just as capable as hearing individuals in succeeding in whatever they put their minds to. As I share my story with you guys, I hope to help break down the stigma that society places on deaf individuals, and as a member of the deaf community, I want to stress that there is no barrier that we are incapable of overcoming. So sit back and relax and enjoy my story. It all started with high school. Oh, how I miss those days. Not. I was reluctantly given a spot on my high school football team by my coaches at the last minute, only because they needed to fill an extra space on the team. My coaches doubted my capabilities as a deaf individual being able to play as well as my hearing teammates. I was looked down upon and told by many to kiss my dream of being a successful college athlete away because my deafness was viewed as a barrier to them. As graduation was approaching, college decisions came out, and I ended up getting into my top choice, UCLA. UCLA has always been known for its notoriety in sports, and I knew that if I ever got the chance to play football for them, it would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. One day, my friend told me that UCLA was holding walk-on tryouts at the start of the year where students who were interested in playing for the team could come and practice with the athletes, and if the coaches thought you were good enough, there was a slight chance they may add you as a second or third string. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea for me to go because I didn't think they would give me a chance. But after many words of encouragement from my friends and family, I decided to go for it. On the day of fall training, I was extremely nervous. When I met the coaches, I gestured to them that I was deaf, and because they were not expecting anyone to need an interpreter, I communicated with the coaches and other players by pen and paper. The coaches were surprised at how well I was remembering the plays and at how much better I was at throwing the football with such precision than my other teammates. However, some of the coaches were still not convinced that I would be a good fit as a deaf player, especially as a quarterback, which is my dream position. The head coach decided to give me a chance anyway from what he saw in me that day and told me, "I can't promise you any playing time this season since you weren't properly recruited, but if you'd like, you can join the team as a redshirt freshman and we can see about getting you ready for the following season." So for my freshman year, I ended up redshirting, which meant that I was on the team roster, but I had to sit out as an inactive player. When my sophomore year came around, I was ecstatic because this meant that I could hopefully get playing time. I spent the entire summer preseason going hard in the gym to strengthen my athletic skills and show my coaches that I was ready. Homecoming night was the biggest game of our season as we played against our rivals USC. For the entire first quarter, we were down by 14 points, and our lead QB ended up getting injured at the end of the second quarter. During halftime, my head coach appointed me to fill in for a lead QB since I was a second string QB. 25 minutes into the game, I ended up throwing 2 touchdowns that tied the score with USC. I was instructing my teammates which plays we were going to run, and my teammates were able to pick up on my communication to them as I drew out each play we would make. What was amazing was that my teammates embraced me in this moment as their leader, and they didn't let my deafness or the way I communicated to them cause them to become frustrated or dismayed. During the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, I ended up throwing the winning touchdown that put us in the lead to win the game. After the success of us winning the game that night, my coach appointed me to starting quarterback, and I helped guide my team through a winning streak for the rest of the season. Our hard work even helped us win the NCAA championship. So guys, as you can see, nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. As a deaf individual, all my life I've been plagued with constant doubt and people telling me that I will never go far in my college football dreams. I am a prime example of how I, as well as anyone else out there, can break down the barriers and the scrutiny that is pitted against them by boldly standing up for what you believe.